So here is a quick session about understanding what the differences are and how you can leverage Bard in areas where you may not find ChatGPT that helpful, and this is exactly what we would be talking about, right? Hey guys, what's up? This has been a discussion that has been going on for a long time, at least for years, if not ages, which is what is the difference between Bard and ChatGPT, right? So, irrespective of the fact when all of us were excited that AI has made way into marketing, and a lot of our mundane chores like writing ads and writing blog posts, coming up with a title, coming up with topic research, all these were taking a lot of our time. So we had to employ a lot of people. Now these came like a breather, right? In fact, there were discussions that ChatGPT was going on and eating Google away, and Google is going to be obsolete, and ChatGPT is a Google killer, until you realize that Google has the biggest advantage of having exposed to a lot of huge data sets of learning data and people's behaviors. Not just that, and it also has a lot of information, a lot of insights into the context, right? Now, that is one advantage that Google had, and Google has spun around with Bard beautifully, and it is going on adding a lot of things, which will, I think, put Google at the same level, Google Bard at the same level as ChatGPT, if not higher. So let's get started without any delay, and there you go. So when you start looking at things like ChatGPT and Google Bard, let's say what is the cutoff for data in ChatGPT, right? When you do that, you have to understand that ChatGPT is only eligible to show data, or is only smart enough to show data until 2022. Earlier it was 2021, but now the training that ChatGPT has, the data that is trained for ChatGPT is only available until 2022. Or the training data that ChatGPT can throw results and spit results out is only until 2022, while Google has the most amount of context and content, and it is more updated, which can talk about recent happenings, recent trends, and what is happening around as of today. So, which means that Google Bard is much more updated than ChatGPT. So that is the first thing that we need to keep in mind. The second thing that we need to keep in mind is ChatGPT cannot give us real-time insights. Now, if you say what is happening in the world, or let's put another context, right? So, can you show me the last or the latest AI tools launched in marketing this week, right? Now let's see what ChatGPT says, and let's also use the same search query, and let's see what Bard has to say about it. So I'm unable to provide real-time data is what ChatGPT says, and the most current updates it is not available because the data is only up to January 2022. However, I can certainly help you where to go ahead and find it, right? Now here is this latest AI tools launched in marketing this week. Now Google search, generative search is one, Google Product Studio is one, scene generation, mixed panels, OpenAI 3.5. Now, do you see how it is giving some level of updation, if not accurate? I mean, if not groundbreaking as of what happened last week, groundbreaking as of what happened yesterday, but this is a huge shift, right? So which goes out to say that Google Bard has two advantages. One is it is most updated with what is happening in the world today, with the trends and things in real time. Second is it has a lot of context data, which means it can go ahead and churn out better responses. It can answer your questions better based upon what happened in the past and what is happening today. So these are two big advantages. And the third thing is it is interesting to note that Bard is trained on a massive data set of text and code, which includes more recent data than ChatGPT, which is proven because ChatGPT says its data is only limited until Jan 2022. Now, Bard has access to Google Search, which allows it to retrieve and process information from the real world in real time, which, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you have to ask a question about what is happening in the world today and how can I tailor make my ad with a spin of what is happening in the world today, Google is likely to do a better job than ChatGPT, right? Now, text and creative text formats and text content like poems. This is similar with ChatGPT as well. ChatGPT also can do that. So these are two advantages which you need to keep in mind. And the third, which I found really relevant, was this. It can provide huge summaries of recent news, events, and research findings, even if they were published after it was trained. Now, which means that, let's say Google Bard was trained until last month, and if something happened today, which Google will be able to go ahead and show results about, or Bard will be able to go ahead and show me results about, because it is a part of the Google ecosystem. All right. Now, Bard can answer questions about current trends and events in a more comprehensive manner. So, if you want to go ahead and look at what are the trends in marketing automation today, the Google Bard is likely to give a better response than a ChatGPT, right? And there's one last thing which I really found interesting, which is two things actually, which is it can be fine-tuned on a set of specific data sets, which allows it to be an expert in a particular domain. For example, Bard has enough data to go ahead and tune itself to go ahead and become a master, or provide specific trained data sets and relevant information on certain aspects which it can gain expertise, or which has gained expertise over time, right? Now it can go ahead and build an expert system in a particular domain. For example, since it is trained on fine-tuned, it is fine-tuned on specific data sets, Google Bard is much more capable of becoming, very efficient in terms of generating medical advice or legal advice, because it has that amount of data set. So if you want to look at building systems, expert systems for specific domains, Bard may be a better bargain. Then you have Bard can be used to create interactive experiences such as chatbots and virtual assistants. And understand that intelligence alone is not sufficient to create your chatbots. You also need to have a lot of context, which I think Google is a master, and probably Google has amounts of the context that Google has. I doubt if there is any other platform that has that kind of context, because it has been trained and it has access. It has had access to data, people's behaviors, people's search intent over years. So I think these are 5 areas where Google Bard can prove worthwhile compared to ChatGPT. So quickly summarizing things, Bard is trained on massive data sets of text and data, which is more recent, which means, and the next thing is Google has access to Google search, which allows it to retrieve and process information from real world in real time. That's a huge advantage. And then it is in a better position to go ahead and spin out answers related to current trends and events in a comprehensive and informative way. The fourth advantage is it is much more likely to become an expert in a particular domain than ChatGPT. Bard can be used to create interactive experiences such as chatbots and virtual assistants, because it has much more context than ChatGPT will ever have. Thank you so much, and I hope businesses and marketers can use this to their advantage and go ahead and make a stark difference in your marketing, in marketing and promoting your businesses. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Until next time.